There are moments in life where everything begins to feel unstable, not slightly uncomfortable, not mildly uncertain, but genuinely disorienting. Plans fall apart, expectations collapse, things you thought were secure suddenly shift. And in those moments, the first thought that usually appears is this: something is wrong. Something is going wrong. Something is breaking. Something is being lost. And the emotional response follows quickly. Stress, overwhelm, resistance. You try to fix it, control it, stabilize it. You try to put things back the way they were. But what if that's the one thing you're not meant to do? Because what if those moments are not signs that your life is breaking? What if they are signs that your life is moving? Let's slow this down, because this is one of the most important reframes you will ever understand. Chaos is not random. Chaos is forced alignment. Let that settle. Because chaos doesn't usually appear without warning. It builds quietly, subtly, through the things you've already felt. The misalignment you noticed, the friction you experienced, the awareness you ignored. And when that awareness is not acted on, life responds. Not to punish you, but to move you. Because here's the truth. When you resist voluntary growth, growth doesn't stop. It becomes involuntary, and that's when it feels like chaos. Now think about a time in your life when something fell apart. At the time, it probably felt overwhelming, unfair even. You may have asked, why is this happening? Why now? Why me? But look at it from where you are now. Did that moment lead to something new? A new direction, a new perspective, a new version of yourself? Did it move you, even if you didn't choose the movement? Because often, when you look back, you realize something surprising. That moment wasn't destruction, it was redirection. But you couldn't see it at the time, because when you're in the middle of change, it rarely feels like alignment. It feels like loss. It feels like instability. It feels like everything you were holding on to is no longer holding you. And that's where this anchor becomes essential. Something you return to again and again, until it becomes how you see everything. This isn't falling apart. This is being rearranged. Say that to yourself. Not once, but every time something feels uncertain, every time something shifts unexpectedly, every time something leaves your life that you thought would stay. Because rearrangement doesn't always feel gentle. Sometimes it's disruptive. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it removes things you weren't ready to release. But it always serves a purpose. To align your external reality with your internal evolution. Now pause for a moment and reflect on your current life again. Where does it feel like things are shifting? Where does it feel like something is changing, even if you don't fully understand it yet? And instead of asking, how do I stop this? Ask a different question. What is this trying to move me toward? Because chaos always has direction. Even when it feels random, even when it feels overwhelming, there is always a movement happening beneath it. A reorganization, a realignment, and your experience of that process depends on one thing: whether you resist it or cooperate with it. Now this is where the curiosity begins. Because most people instinctively resist. They try to hold on to what's changing. They try to maintain what's dissolving. They try to control what is clearly moving. And that resistance creates more friction, more stress, more intensity. Because now you're not just experiencing change. You're fighting it. But what happens if you stop resisting, not giving up, not becoming passive, but choosing to cooperate, choosing to trust that something is shifting for a reason. What happens then?